Sam Altman has been a major face of AI, from Washington hearings to conference appearances as recently as yesterday. But now he's suddenly out as CEO of ChatGPT parent OpenAI. CNBC's Kate Rooney, you got more on this story?
Yeah, John. So not even 24 hours ago, we heard from Sam Altman. The world was really hanging on his every word at the APEC summit. He was the headline speaker at the APEC CEO Summit here in San Francisco. AI was the topic du jour. President Biden got up there, spoke about the importance of the technology. It really was all we heard about on stage. Sam Altman was seen as really the face of this industry, especially on regulation, testified in front of Congress. Here's what he said yesterday on stage about global cooperation at APEC.
We don't need heavy regulation here, probably not even for the next couple of generations. But at some point, when the model can do like the equivalent output of a whole company, and then a whole country, and then the whole world, like maybe we do want some collective global supervision of that and some collective decision making.
So he sat up there, he was with Chris Cox of Meta, the chief product officer over there, James Manica of Google. At the end, guys, he sort of hustled off of this stage after the panel ended. Now knowing what we do know today, was he rushing off to talk to the board? It could have also been a coincidence, but sort of interesting color. And he didn't have many fireworks on stage. He was sort of soft-spoken and thoughtful, but was very forward-looking in terms of the future of the industry. So no indication at that point that he was going to be out of the company. His $80 billion company that he started, that's after the board said that they no longer had confidence in his ability to continue leading OpenAI. But really the face of the industry no longer at his company, John. Big implications there for artificial intelligence.
All right. Kate Rooney, thank you. And joining us now on the newsline, Brent Thill of Jefferies. Brent, how much does this matter to Microsoft stock?
Hey, John, I don't believe it's going to have any impact. Was at the recent user conference, and I think the excitement around the product strategy continues to drive a big uplift for Microsoft. But I don't believe this is going to have any bearing in the near term on Microsoft. Clearly, the news is just out and trying to figure out the trickle-down effect. But I don't anticipate, given the deep partnership that they have on the technical level, that this is going to have a dramatic departure in anything changing for Microsoft.
Brent, I thought it was interesting that Mira Murati, the interim CEO, chief technology officer, was doing a decent amount of press since the spring, some major pieces, Fortune, in Time. So people have been getting to know her. She's been speaking publicly, and she's been there for 5 years. How important is that?
I think the durability of having someone at a company like this is really important. And clearly, you've seen a lot of situations like this in the past where you have the founder who gets to a point and effectively outgrows their capability, and that it feels like this is what happened. Ultimately, what drove that is still to be determined. But I think that they're in good hands. The technology is sound. The leadership that's in at OpenAI. I don't expect Microsoft to have any hiccups from their perspective. It'll be yet to be seen in terms of what happens when the leadership shake up and how that trickles down to the developer community. But I don't see at this point really any dramatic departure from a partnership or any implications to Microsoft at this point.